Newt Gingrich once said, "What is the primary purpose of a political leader? To build a majority. If voters care about parking lots, then let them talk about parking lots." Now, never did these words seem more prosaic to me than recently when at the University of Mary Washington campus I contemplated a sea of empty parking spaces all marked with a telltale blue square designating those precious commodities as exclusively for faculty and staff. I myself, a lowly commuter student, faced a half-mile drudge through ice, snow, to the remotest part of the campus after securing the last of the endangered red parking spaces located in what looked suspiciously like the Pizza Hut parking lot. Later, wet, cold, tired, and late to class, I contemplated this important issue from the campus police building where I was paying my latest ticket and reflected on the sad plight of the commuter student. Seriously though, parking does seem to be an issue of concern on a suburban campus like Mary Washington, where the tide of traffic development and sprawl competes with the needs of a student population, residential and commuter, as well as those of faculty and staff and assorted visitors. A delicate balance is called for where space is at a premium and where multiple interests vie for limited resources. Now that said, I have to point out a few concerns that I have when it comes to the equitable distribution and enforcement of parking spaces and regulations. First, I am pretty sure that the students, commuter and residential, outnumber staff at any given time on campus. Yet, there seem to be a greatly unequal number of parking lot spaces designated faculty, and these located in highly accessible areas close to school buildings. No long hike through the elements lugging books and laptops for these teachers and staff. No uphill climb. No dash across the streets to risk at life and limb. And even worse, generally these spaces are far from full, leaving great expanses of beckoning, yet off-limit spaces, while frustrated students make yet another lap down College Avenue or prowl packed parking lots waiting for that one spot to open up. Next is location. 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 For where are the spots so generously reserved for the beleaguered commuter student? Why, adjacent to the boiler room building at one end of the campus, of course, or at the bottom of the hill below the tennis center at the opposite end. Of course, there's always the parking garage. And where is that, ask you? Next to the lacrosse field, of course. And where are the commuter parking spaces located within this bastion of parking mecca? On the bottom levels. And for whom are the closer and more convenient spaces at the top of the garage allocated? Faculty and staff, of course. Finally is the issue of parking tickets, for which every desperate commuter on the way to a chemistry quiz must eventually succumb. On a campus, like most college campuses, where drug, alcohol, and the occasional rowdy outburst are concerns, it is hard to appreciate the zeal with which campus police will seek out and deliver parking tickets, which are sometimes flying from your windshield before you even reach Trinkle Hall. Now I, of course, understand the challenge of accommodating a varied university population such as ours here at Mary Washington. The wants and needs of all must be weighed and considered, the commuter, the resident, the professor, the custodian, and the visitor. And every criticism, I believe, should be accompanied by a solution. Perhaps there could be a few more commuter spaces located close to classrooms. Large faculty lots could be split, and the location of commuter lots that do exist could be more clearly marked. A possible grace period or warning ticket even could be issued to commuters with the understanding that there sometimes just isn't a place to park before that history presentation. Obviously, this is a thorny issue that won't be quickly or easily resolved, but at least I know that when my time here at Mary Washington is over, I will at least be in good shape. Carpe Spatium.